Alright, so welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So after I loaded up the previous video today, I was greeted with police sirens, family members walking in the house shaking their keys. Then I went out into the living room. My nephew, he's out there sitting down and he sees me and he goes like this. So I started doing the same thing back to him. And I went back out there again to see what else he would do. And he just basically sit there going like this. You know? I said, okay, yeah, if you guys want to target me, I'm going to target you back. Then they started playing the Mark and J whistle. Okay. Showing you guys. Okay, I had actually recorded a video, a couple of them I believe, where you will hear that song being played. Because you see, again, it is a game that they play with you as a TI. And in the beginning, you kind of get caught up in the game, not realizing that you're being manipulated, not realizing that they're putting thoughts into your mind that is not your own thoughts. Because again, you don't know about the technology at that point and what it is that they're doing. So this is how they catch a lot of people, by using these technology, which is silent sound spectrum technology, which beams instructions, commands into a person's mind. Now they may try to claim and say that it doesn't, them doing that doesn't interfere with any intellectual processes in the individual mind, in the target or the victim's mind, but that is an outright lie. And we know this because when you have two thoughts in your mind going on at the same time, you either can't think straight, you're confused, or you may at times on action do what your mind is telling you to do, but it's not really your mind that's creating those thoughts. Those thoughts are being beamed into your mind. So you have to be aware of these things. And again, because of these technologies are so classified, okay, this is a part of the reason why the public, in terms of TIs, when we give our testimony about these things, the public doubts us. But a large portion of the public know these technologies exist, but because they are part of this program, it is hush hush. Okay. Also, on top of that, you got to be very careful because of being drugged, being poisoned, trying to make you aggressive, either physically, sexually, verbally, right? Trying to create scenarios and situations where, because you are in a weakened state in terms of your mental state and your mental capacity at the time that you're being targeted and being conditioned, that you will fall into their traps. And the reason why they set these traps is just in case you decide that you're going to speak out against what's happening, so they can try to use it and trying to get you into some type of catch-22, right, in order to keep you silent, because so that they can get away with it, right? Because they don't want to be held accountable, they don't want to go to jail. Okay, so what they try to do is manipulate you in the beginning to where you'll fall into one of their traps, and therefore when you do decide to speak out, they will try to use whatever it is that they say that you've done as a bargaining tool to say that, well, it is equal, even. So because again, they will be like, well, if we go to jail for what we've done to you, you're going to go to jail. Then fine. As a TI, you said, okay, fine. Because trust me, they're more afraid of going to jail than you. They have a hell of a lot more to lose than you as a TI, okay? So understand these things. And on top of that, this is a reason why they don't want you talking about your targeting, because again, it is a way for them to get away with it. Okay, because they have been running psychological programs particularly within the black community for decades. And I know there are white TIs out there, But believe me when I tell you, okay, they have been running these types of programs specifically in the black community for decades, particularly targeted at black men who have no idea of the technology that was being created. Okay? But now we do. Now we do. Though the US government don't want to admit it, but we know other nations have been working on these weapons for decades. And we've known from past research that the United States have been working on these weapons also. Through the institutions, through psychological programmings, programs like MK Ultra, and various other sub-programs. So, they're not going to get away with it. Okay? As long as I have breath in my body, they're not going to get away with it. And if they want to come put me to jail, guess what? They're going to jail. And trust me, they got a hell of a lot more to lose than me. Okay? Because like I said, I will keep exposing them with the truth while they go and spread their lies. Alright, so I will see you guys on the next video.